Yo, what's going on, fellas? So the official raw skins for Boruto TBV VORTEX Chapter 9 has dropped this morning, and we got a bit to talk about, fellas. So before I get into the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys drop a like real quick, as it does help me massively in the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, real quick, I have to explain the situation we're in. So it looks like the leaks dropped a little bit later than normal, so all of the translations and everything have not come out yet at the time of recording this video. So it looks like we're just going to be reacting to the raw scans, but just because we don't have the translations yet, I don't think that's a bad thing. That just leaves all the more excitement for the official release. So previously, Jura and Himawari have invaded Konoha to look for Naruto Uzumaki, and they ran into Kawaki and Delta. Kawaki got dealt with fairly easy. After that, Jura senses Naruto's presence because of the BIJUU chakra that he houses within him. But what he didn't expect was to see Himawari there instead of Naruto. Now, to fast forward into chapter 9, we got a lot of controversy, I ain't gonna lie. I can honestly say, throughout all the TBV VORTEX chapters that we got so far, chapter 9 definitely had the most controversy when it came to the community. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why in a few minutes here. So the chapter starts off with Team 10 and Himawari confronting Jura, just like how chapter 8 ended. And it looks like they're having some sort of conversation. Jura seems to be very intrigued with Himawari, and he's probably still a little bit confused as to like why he senses BIJUU chakra in such a little girl. I'm pretty sure they know Naruto is not a little girl, so the fact that Himawari houses such power, it has to be somewhat interesting to Jura. I introduced the very concept of Himawari potentially getting kidnapped or possibly even held hostage in a few videos back, because I said the fact that Himawari has BIJUU power inside of her, that right there is going to have Jura come to the conclusion that if Himawari is not Naruto, she has a very strong connection to Naruto and can eventually lead him to Naruto. And I'm not going to get into all of the anime canon stuff and about how I put that together based on some knowledge that we had from part 1. But if you want to learn more about that and how the anime portrays to the manga in some ways, then click the video in the top right hand corner. But back to the new chapter, it looks like Jura tried to kidnap Himawari using his wood style. But then surprisingly enough, Team 10 came in clutch and rescued her. I mean, say what you want about Team 10, and I also bashed them. I said they wasn't going to be able to do anything to Jura. And not to be confused or anything, they still didn't do anything to harm him, but they still successfully held him back enough to rescue Himawari. But that's still without Jura blitzing him or anything, or Hidari stepping in. So it's a good feat nonetheless. It's a very good feat for Team 10. But let's say if Jura was really trying to attack them or even unalive all of them, I think this situation will go very differently. And even though that they got away temporarily, Himawari is now target number 1 for Jura. Not because he believes that she actually is Naruto, but he believes that Himawari is the key to finding Naruto, which might call for some very desperate decisions later in the series. So now let's get into one of the more interesting parts of the chapter. Well, at least I think it is. So we cut out and we see Boruto, and it looks like he's looking at his karma. And we can see Kashin and Koji with Boruto right now. But more importantly, if you look at the background of where they're at, it really looks like Orochimaru's hideout we've seen in Naruto Gaiden. Now, the thing that's so intriguing about this, you guys gotta realize, I made a reaction video way earlier on when I just now started uploading Boruto content. Now, this is one of the first 10 videos I uploaded, I swear. And I talked about Orochimaru possibly being immune to omnipotence, or not even immune to omnipotence, but him having some sort of role into Boruto's journey. Now, it would make sense that Boruto or Kashin Koji would go to Orochimaru because he's so knowledgeable on everything. He could know something about Shinjutsu, he could know something about Boruto's karma, because believe it or not, we know how much Orochimaru is involved with forbidden ninjutsu and all that. And if he does know something about Shinjutsu or Shibai Otsutsuki himself, then he could very much help Boruto get his life back. Or what's most likely the reason he's met up with Orochimaru is probably to help Sasuke. This phenomenon with the 10 tails and everybody turning into trees can be something that Orochimaru becomes interested in, especially now that his beloved student Sasuke is involved. So Kashin Koji and Boruto meeting up with Orochimaru could reveal some clues that'll help Boruto save Sasuke. And not only Sasuke, but everybody that was turned into trees. So from this panel right here, we can come to the conclusion that a lot of secrets have yet to be revealed, especially about Boruto and what he did for these whole 3 years, and who exactly has he partnered with. Now we know it was of course Kashin Koji sometime after Sasuke got absorbed, but if he united with Orochimaru, it's unclear whether it was before or after Sasuke got absorbed, because maybe Sasuke brought him to Orochimaru. So that's a possibility as well. So right now we know there's a few possibilities as to why Boruto is there. Orochimaru either knows something about Shinjutsu or something about the 10 tails that'll help Boruto save everybody. Or it could just end up being an empty hideout of Orochimaru's that Boruto is using temporarily to hide or something like that. But that's a lame and boring narrative. I'm gonna go with the fact that Orochimaru might appear in the story sooner than we think. So I can't make out all of the translations because some of them are just blank with little to no context at all. But when Kashin Koji was talking to Boruto in this panel right here, he's obviously telling him that there is some sort of trouble going on in Konoha because his toe just seen some unalive Konoha shinobi. So after Boruto hears this, he just jumps up and uses Flying Raijin to teleport right to Konoha. So now it looks like Kawaki has finally got up from his little nap, in which he instantly notices Boruto's chakra signature. I don't know if that's what woke him up or something, or he just woke up naturally. Probably he just woke up because he sensed Boruto, but y'all know how obsessed Kawaki is with unaliving Boruto at this point, so he just wastes no time in confronting him. And like I said in my first spoilers video, right here Kawaki is nothing but a hindrance to Boruto. Boruto is trying to help out his friends, but he has to deal with Kawaki first if he wants to do that. So that's exactly what he did. I already said in my previous video that Boruto was going to make short work of Kawaki, but I didn't think it would be this quick. Of course, Boruto dodged Kawaki's rods with ease, and as he closed in, he just lands a devastating blow on Kawaki's stomach and knocks him down with ease. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's getting bad for Kawaki, and I know I keep saying this every single chapter, but he literally hasn't gotten a single dub since the series started. And I can officially say this is another L for Kawaki. He shouldn't have picked this fight, especially since he was warned of Boruto's power from Shikamaru. So I don't feel bad for him at all. He should have known this. And of course Delta was looking shook, so she didn't want no smoke with Boruto. It's pretty obvious. But something interesting right here. It looks like Kawaki activated his karma to try and fight Boruto once again. But then we see Boruto's karma also resonating with Kawaki's karma. And then his karma started to activate. And then after his karma started to activate, he just flies away in a hurry. I have never seen Boruto so terrified of his own karma ever since he first got it. So there's obviously something crazy going on with Boruto's karma right now. And I think I know exactly what it is. You see, I have made a bunch of videos explaining why Boruto seems a little bit reluctant to use the karma. And I explained some possible cases as to why that might be. Because I knew it just didn't make any sense that Boruto didn't activate his karma to fight against the Shinju. Especially if you consider how strong he's gotten and the amp that the karma gives you. And it looks like my theory wasn't just a hunch after all. Boruto is scared of the karma for some reason. And this means we might see Momoshiki as soon as next chapter. Now that Kishimoto showed us that Boruto is scared of his karma, he's gonna have to explain why it is that he's so terrified. But don't worry, you're gonna see an updated video on that very soon, so just make sure you stay tuned. So now that Boruto flew away in a hurry, it doesn't look like he's going to join up with Team 10 for a little bit, just until he gets that karma under control. But honestly, it doesn't look like Team 10 needs Boruto's help right now, because they was able to escape Jura's clutches, even after they was nearly blown up by a BIJUU bomb from Jura's eye. I mean, yet again, they are the 10 tails, so it does make sense that they could do this. But with the eye, that's just sick. I have never seen nothing like that before. But like I said, it was wise for them to escape because, like I said in the beginning of the video, Himawari has to be their #1 priority because Himawari is the #1 target of Jura at this point. So it would make sense to try to get her to safety first, at least. But Sarada and Sumori are on the way right now. So for chapter 10, we can either get Boruto and Sarada versus the Shinju, or we can get Kawaki teaming up with Sarada. Although it's hard for me to just picture Boruto retreating, even though he knows that Konoha is in trouble. But if Kawaki activates the karma and Boruto's karma resonates with that, I just don't know how he can overcome the situation. It would have been way better if Kawaki just stayed unconscious. But now we're having a little bit of trouble, because now Boruto has to choose: either fight the Shinju and allow your karma and Kawaki's karma to resonate, which is gonna activate Boruto's karma, so he has to fight with his karma, or take that risk and retreat knowing your friends are gonna have to deal with the troubles. Let me know what you think is gonna happen in chapter 10. Do you think Boruto is gonna retreat, or do you think he's gonna fight through it and let the karma overtake him temporarily? What is the risk that he's gonna take? So when we finally come out to the end of the chapter, and this is gonna be the most controversial part of the chapter, it looks like Himawari is in the same mental space that Naruto used to talk to Kurama, and we finally see the source of Himawari's power, which is a baby Kurama. Now, a lot of people don't like this part of the chapter. A lot of people think it's fine. For one, I really don't have an opinion on it because I need more context. I don't think it's the same Kurama at all. And of course, I know that the Nine Tails was always going to come back. So I'm not surprised that Kurama is back, or if that even is Kurama. I'm not surprised that the Nine Tails is back. I'm just surprised at how soon he re-emerged. And how exactly did he just spawn inside of Himawari? Now that part definitely has something to do with Naruto, but we have to wait and see exactly what it is. But the fact that Himawari is the first Jinchuriki of this tailed beast could mean that they have the potential to share an even deeper bond than Naruto and Kurama. But honestly, I think it's fine. I really think it's fine that Himawari has a Nine Tails. I mean, we pretty much seen it coming. It was either it was going to be like her whole body is a BIJUU, or she has Nine Tails chakra. It was either one of those two. But I'm gonna further elaborate on that when the full chapter drops in about 2 days. So for right now, this is where I'm gonna leave it at. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the chapter review for chapter 9. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter so far without any of the dialogue, or better yet, rate it 1 out of 10 in the comment section. The official chapter drops on the 18th, so make sure you guys support the official release. And until my next video, I'm out. Peace.